Go. Let's see what we got on Facebook. Cool. All right. Hey guys, I think we'll get started. First off, happy Thursday. Weekend's coming up. I thought it'd be cool for us to kind of maybe just talk a little bit about Joicaster and what we're doing here at Switchboard Live. For folks that don't know, my name is Rudy Ellis. I'm the CEO of Switchboard Live, and welcome to Joicaster Endgame. Right? Thought it'd be good to kind of talk a little bit about Joicaster and then obviously what our bigger and better product is, Switchboard Cloud, right? So kind of taking a step back, when the core team of at the time was Joicaster, we also had a company name and a product name as well. And our main goal was really to build a product for a content creator so that they could stream their live content, wherever, destinations that mattered. And so, that's actually one of the reasons where the name came from, right? Joy, whatever it is you're building, you're creating, casting it out to the world so everybody can see it. But as I digress, so basically what we did was we set on this path to build this product because at the time there really wasn't an easy way to do that, right? There were technology tools that you could use like Wowza and media servers. There's multiple encoders, there's multiple devices that you could probably use, but for the average person, that's just not feasible. And so was the itch that we were basically scratching. So anyway, once we got the core team together and we were able to put a product out, we realized that this is actually something pretty powerful, not only for just for creating a platform for content creators, but really the power to connect and grow and engage your live audiences. And if you think about it, there was no Facebook, in early February of 2015 is when we publicly, launched this. It was YouTube Gaming, Dailymotion, I think, Justin TV/Twitch, that just, obviously that was kind of picking up there. And so for us, this was kind of uncharted, new territory. But the challenge is, when we built this product, we built, as fast as we could, a product, an app, which, at the time made it really difficult for us to integrate, additional hardware, integrate with other partners. There were a lot of limitations that, early on we didn't realize. And so for us, when you go back to talking to Josh and Jason, it's like, hey, what do we do to kind of, move this forward? And the idea was, well, we should have created an API. And so that's what we did, right? We took our time to really go back and build the foundation, the groundwork for us building our own application on top of it. And so we took however long it was to build an API, and then we built a new product called Switchboard Cloud on top of that API. And this is probably something we should have done from the beginning, but hindsight is obviously 2020. So now we have two products. We have this Joicaster product as well as Switchboard Cloud. And for us as a company, we're spending our time, our development resources, our efforts, our marketing, everything really around kind of building the ecosystem around this new product, because the opportunities are just bigger and better with that, and more support's there as well. So we fast forward really to about a month ago, as we were looking and preparing. Well, probably a little bit before that, we were preparing for Facebook's implementation of the new RTMPS, and there were just some other things that we were always thinking about, adding more support for, or where do we draw the line? And frankly, we said, hey, let's put all of our eggs in this cloud product. We are 100% behind it. We support it 100%, and this is where the future is, right? This future for Switchboard Live is in Switchboard Cloud. So unfortunately, we had to make the decision that, hey, we have a great group of folks that have been with us since 2015. Some people are still using Joicaster. You have a lot of, obviously, a substantial amount of free users that have come and gone and used the product. And then we also have, kind of our core dedicated paid users as well. And so we didn't want to just, shut things off and not have a solution, right? So that's where that first mailer went out to kind of let everyone know, like, hey, look, Joicaster, we come to a decision where we need to turn this off. And here are the reasons why. But here is Switchboard Cloud in case you didn't know about it. And here are the things that, you're able to do, you're able to accomplish, and frankly, are better than what we have in Joicaster. We do know that there are, one or two things, primarily being scheduled broadcast for YouTube that we do have support for in Joicaster, but rest assured we are working on providing not only scheduled broadcast for YouTube, but also for Facebook as well. So our goal is to have both of these features and functionality live prior to us, shutting or decommissioning Joicaster. So, in our eyes, the ability to kind of make that easy transition from Joicaster to Switchboard Cloud will definitely be there. And then all of our future developments, all of our future enhancements, collaborations, we have some cool things we're working on, some partners that we want to, get on board. We can just spend all of our time and all our effort in just doing just that. So for folks that, let me check my notes here. So for folks that don't or haven't, checked out Switchboard Cloud, definitely highly encourage you to go to cloud.switchboard.live. You can sign up. We have, fantastic, pricing models and options now. And really for that, Joicaster user, we have a new tier called Switchboard Cloud Indie. And the goal for that is the subscription that allows you to kind of make that transition over and be able to take, the ability for you to go to 3 destinations. So you can really use what you were using Joicaster and move that so forth. And so, what else? I thought it'd be cool to kind of check and go through and let you guys see what we're actually talking about here. So let me switch over here. I'm actually using Ecamm for this live stream. Great product, by the way. A product that Switchboard Cloud is actually integrated with. So make it really easy for you to log in with your cloud account, pull your information down, and then go live. So for folks looking, kind of want to just recap and go over, the main benefits and, some of the differences between the two. So one, think of Joicaster as a single input device, right, or application where one encoder can send one stream and you can go out to, various destinations. But the benefit of cloud is we have what we call workflows, right? As you can see here, we have the ability for multiple workflows. And a workflow is basically a bucket or a container or a utility that allows you to match that with an encoder, right? And within that workflow, you have your destinations, you have your templates, and we believe that for more advanced users, having multiple workflows to support multiple different types of streams is beneficial. And so having that in cloud is obviously a big benefit over what's in Joicaster, right? So quickly, I'll just kind of go through here. So we have obviously multiple workflows, multiple inputs, the ability to have templates, basically your metadata, your title, your description, your categories. We can also, we've also added the ability in cloud where, let's say you start the stream off with one title and description and metadata information. You're actually able to, on the fly, update that for your destinations for YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and so forth, dynamically. Whereas that's something you cannot do, with Joicaster, right? Obviously, you have an ability to go to multiple channels of the same platform, so you can have multiple Facebooks, multiple YouTubes, all within that same workflow. Unable to do that within Joicaster. And and the list goes on. More custom RTMP, the ability to transcode, and I think probably the biggest thing is really the Facebook integration, right? So being able to really manage your Facebook channels, your pages, your groups, your personal pages, all of that inside of Switchboard is supported and much easily done versus trying to have custom RTMP and API connections here and play that unfortunate game there with the Joicaster. That's no longer an issue with cloud. And then lastly, the ability to have watermarking is something that's pretty cool. If you want to have your lower third or image there on top of your live stream, you can do that. And then support, right? Being able to whether it's an email or a phone call, be able to get support on cloud. It's definitely there. Whereas with Joicaster, it's an unfortunate product that it's been there for a long period of time. There really isn't the support service, frankly speaking, that we can provide just because of it being a legacy product. And so one of the other things I thought I wanted to do is, if you haven't seen, so this is our site that we have. So if you search for Joicaster or go to joicaster.co, you're going to be redirected to this landing page. And the goal is really to just A, let you know how many days are left, B, encourage you to sign up for a Switchboard Cloud free trial, and then C, really articulate some of the things and the differences between a Joicaster and Switchboard Cloud as well. Again, you have the pricing here. The site for this is joicaster.switchboard.live, and then obviously you have the ability to start your free trial as well. So if you have any questions, you can obviously email us at sales or give us a call and kind of learn the best way to migrate if that's necessary too. What else do we have here? So we talked about that. We talked about come back to that. Let me come over here. Still getting used to this thing here. There we go. So yeah, sorry about that. What else? So for folks who are Switchboard Cloud users, I think it's a fantastic time within the company. We're putting out more updates. We're looking to make things a heck of a lot easier for new people. We're starting to see tons and tons of people coming in, learning about live video, but not really knowing where to start, not knowing what an encoder is, not knowing how to connect destinations. And one of the things that we recently launched is our Onboarding Wizard, right? And the goal of that was really to kind of simplify the ability to connect your encoder, connect your destinations, and go live. When we first started building cloud, we realized that we as techies, we understand the product we're building, and we probably didn't really listen as much as we probably should have to other voices kind of speaking about making it really easy for folks to onboard themselves versus expecting folks to just know what to do. And so that first step was building this Onboarding Wizard, where now when you log in the very first time, it's like, hey Rudy, welcome to cloud. What type of encoder are you using? You can select between, whether it's a hardware or software or, external encoder. And then from there, really help you to identify that your encoder is going to be linked to this workflow, and you're going to add your destinations, and then you're going to add your template, and then you're going to go live, right? And so this is something that we've rolled out, a little over a couple weeks now, and we're starting to get some, definitely some good feedback. Starting to see folks be able to make it through the whole process, much easier. And so our goal is to obviously continue to improve upon that. So if you have any feedback, you can obviously provide us, whether it's a tweet or a Facebook post, what have you. Please let us know how that's working out. What else? Obviously, like I kind of alluded to earlier, Facebook implementing the RTMPS, secured streaming. So don't have to worry about anything for the lack of words. That's 100% supported within our platform. So those types of things, we're obviously always looking out to make sure that the integration with Facebook and all the other platforms for that matter are as easy as they should be, because we are, not only, supporting our customers, but we're also supporting the platforms, right? I actually had an opportunity to go out to F8, my first time ever going, got an invite. It was fantastic to learn and see and talk to other, developers that are, building, fantastic products on that platform. And so, being able to be in that ecosystem is obviously beneficial to not only us as a company, but also as the platforms that support them as well. And then lastly, like I mentioned, kind of switch back to my computer screen. Our goal is really to simplify, like I said, things within, Switchboard Cloud, as an application, right? And so here we are. This is my my live desktop of a stream going on. As you can see, we have a camera pointing right at downtown, Philly, just kind of out the window of my office. And this is actually a Mevo Plus, right? So this is, a cool, 4K camera that has the ability for you to, plop it wherever you're at. It's great. It's mobile, but now you can actually use this to stream to other platforms, and Switchboard is now a part of that by using their custom RTMP or RTMP destination features that they have. And so, so here we are, using the Mevo Plus. And actually, one of the things that we launched today for folks that have been using it, we're sending out an email by the end of the day just letting you know, but there aren't any more sliders, right? So we want to really, really, really make it easy for people to be able to get in and go live, as fast as they can. So now, instead of having a slider here, it's, blatantly obvious. How do I want to go live? I click this button and bam, now I'm going live, right? We still have the ability to let you know that it's still working in the background, but just the simplicity of seeing that and knowing what to do just makes it that much easier, for folks coming in as well. Here's another, kind of new thing that we added, right? So just making it easy for new people to come in and be able to know, like, what do I want to do? I want to add a destination. So it's right there in front of you, so you're able to click on this and, add a new destination, right? Where do you want to multi-stream to? So having just this visual representation. So these are probably like little things that people would probably expect to be there, but for us, these are things we've just learned, over the course of doing business over, the last close to over 4 years, right? And so now we're really, honing in on these elements to make it, again, simple for people to be able to get in and go live and stream out wherever they need to go. So look at my notes here. A couple other updates. We've also revamped so what we call our encoder regions. So normally when you're selecting your destination, you're gonna come in here and select like your closest proximity to send your encoder to, and so we've relabeled them a bit just so that you can identify where you're at in relation to where our switchboard points of presence are, right? And so we have I believe there's 10 different destinations in here, encoder regions rather, where you can point your encoder to, grab your stream key, and then go from there. So that's something we do, and we also have that on our support site. So if you go to support.switchboard.live, you'll notice that we have them listed here. They're all out. And for folks who haven't used our support site, we're constantly updating and revamping and putting in updates here as well. So this is also another good resource to learn and research things on how to do within cloud. And it's dynamic. It's obviously it's growing on on a day, week, monthly basis, and it's also a good point of truth to be able to identify what's going on within the platform as well. And let's see. I think that is it with regards to what I had. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in and see if we have any pop in and see if we have any questions. Give me one sec here. I'm gonna mute this audio so I don't hear myself. Questions there. Let me just check in with our producer in the other room. Perfect. So no questions. So that was simple. That was easy. Well, I appreciate you guys' time. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you have any questions, obviously go to our website, switchboard.live. You can obviously tweet at us, post a message on Facebook, give us a call. We're here for you. And then, keep your emails open and stay tuned for more updates about, cloud enhancements, cloud features, as well as the 39 days left to Joicaster going offline. Again, I'm Rudy with Switchboard. Thanks for tuning in. Take care, guys. Bye.